Welcome. Today we are going to be talking about the California Relief Grant Round 9 application and doing a quick run through. My name is Selena Pryor.
And I'm Lena Doyle.
And we are your representation for BSBA. So we're going to just do a quick walkthrough of the application just to kind of give you an idea of what to expect when you're filling out the California Relief Grant, the application for the California Relief Grant. Well, I said application like 15 times. Okay, so the first place to start is if you're a for-profit, you want to go here. If you are a nonprofit, you want to do this bottom one. It does matter. You do need to fill out the correct application. For today's purposes, we're going to go to the application for for-profits. I would say the first thing you want to do, though, is if you're trying to fill out the application, go to our website. Let me show you this really quickly. So you want to go to our website. This is the top of the page, what it looks like. And you're going to go down to California Relief Grant. And you're just going to click apply now, and that is going to take you to the application that you need, which is what you just saw a few seconds ago. So give me just a second, because now I have to pull that one back up. Wish they made this a little easier, but I did think it was important to show you how to get in. So we're going to go to apply now.
And we will put the information for the website up, and you will be able to find it.
So click here to apply. This is where you apply for for-profits. Nonprofits, again, is at the bottom. Click apply now. And it's going to take you to where you fill out your information. This application does go left to right. So you want to fill out your first name, and then you want to go to your last name. Your email address, you want to put your email address in twice. Your cell phone number, you're going to put that in again over there on your right, and then on the left, the business name. If you are the business, that would be your name, and then your zip code. You're going to accept the terms, and then you're going to click continue. So I'm just going to make a application really quickly.
Do cilantro.
I'm ready for cilantro.
That's her alter ego, y'all. Cilantro.
Tell anybody else that. And
make sure you guys are double checking the information you're putting in here, because it will eliminate so many problems if you just take the time out to double check the simple information to put in.
Actually, I'm going to put a real zip code just in case. We'll just see what happens. So hopefully it accepts the information and lets me move to the next part of the application, and it does. So it will auto-populate the information that you put in there. So now it's asking me, so it's got your first and your last name, your email, your cell phone number, and then it asks for your address. So I'm just going to make up an address, 123 Anyplace Street. It asks you to that's an owner address too. We don't have an owner address too. I'm going to put Jacksonville as my city. Actually, nope, I'm not, because I want to make sure that this will let this go through when we get to the end. So we're going to put Sacramento, California. If you click the C, it'll auto-populate. And then the county, I'm just going to hit S, and it does take me to Sacramento. My date of birth, I'm going to just go ahead and say what it is, because I'm going to expect gifts. 11/1/19.
Dang, that's coming up.
I know. And then it'll ask for your social security number or your tax ID number. If you are applying for yourself and you file a Schedule C, that is going to be your social security number. If you have a tax ID number, you can put that in there, but most sole proprietors don't have a tax ID, so you will use your social. And then the percent of ownership is 100. If it's just you and you're a musician, you're the only one that's a part of that company. It's you. It's your name, your social. You're 100% owner. So we're going to see if it'll let us save and go to the next part, which it does. So
Perfect.
now it goes and asks you your business information. So let's say I don't have a DBA. So I'm just going to put none in all caps. That's what the instructions say. So you type none. It's going to ask for your business EIN. If you don't have an EIN, you put your social security number in that place. It asks for your business phone number. I'm just going to put what I put at the top, and then business type. So I'm just going to say that I am a sole proprietor without employees. So it's just me. State of incorporation, you're just going to put California, whether you're incorporated or not. You're going to put California. It's going to ask for your business address, which I'm going to use what I put up at the top, 123 Any Place Street. Won't have a second address. So we're going to put in for the city, Sacramento, California, which will auto-populate. If you hit the S for county, it'll put Sacramento County. Whatever county you're in, just you can hit that first letter and it should bring up, if it's more than one S, it'll bring up all of them, but then you can just click. Put the zip in, the date the business was established. Now, this is one of the most important things you need to know. If you were not established before June 1, 2019, you are not eligible. So you have you need to make sure that you have that, and they will ask for paperwork to confirm that you were in business before June 1, 2019. So please, if you were not in business before June 1st, you're not eligible. Don't call us. We can't make it. We can't make you eligible. We want to help everybody, and we can help you to the extent that we can help you. But if you're not eligible, you're just not eligible. So for the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to say we were in business March 8th of 2018. And then it asks for your business URL. I'm going to put none.
So that's important. Do they have to put something in that spot for the website?
Yes. You have to
so
type
make sure if you guys don't have a website, make sure you put none in that field.
So now it lets you move on to the next part of the application, which is business demographics. So business to business, it's like, who's your customer base? Are you serving other businesses? So Lena, what's an example of a business to business?
Like
SBA to
SBA
you guys
to you, right? To you. What else? If you're a business coach, you're serving other businesses, right?
Or if you work by contract.
Yeah. What about contract?
Yeah, if you work by contract. So if I get a contract with the city of Sacramento, my business is contracted with the city of Sacramento. So that would be an example of business to business. Business to or for musicians, you work with churches or you work with clubs, you're business to business. If you work with business to consumer, so that would be my business provides, like if you do haircuts, that's business to consumer. E-commerce, business to consumer. So your customer base could be both. I'm just going to put both just for the purposes of this exercise. So it says, what type of business is it? We got to go left to right. So what does your business do? Let's put service. What type of business is it? So I'm going to use the musician example. So entertainment. So it says, tell us more. Let's say, we're going to say bar, lounge, including entertainment. So let's put that here. Then it's going to say, click here. You got to find your NAICS code or NAICS code, NAICS, which is also on your tax document, by the way. But we're going to just, for the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to show you how to look it up.
And this information is free. So you will, if you get to a website and it's asking you to pay to receive that code, you're at the wrong site. So Selena will definitely show you the correct one.
So we're going to do NAICS code search, which is the second option in the middle with the magnifying glass. And I'm going to just put in musician, which I already have in here because I looked it up several times for several people. I probably should know it. So it gives me a NAICS code of 711130. So now I'm going to go back to my application, which won't be this difficult for you because you're not toggling between screens. And I'm going to put that code in here. That was 711130. And then are you a woman-owned business? If you're a woman, you click yes. Are you a veteran-owned business? I'm not a veteran. Disabled, I'm not disabled. Race, I'm African-American. Ethnicity, I'm not Hispanic or Latino. Franchise, I'm not a franchise because I'm a sole proprietor. And I'm not in a rural area, so I would click no. So now it takes us to the next part of the application, which are your disclosures. So these are, you're basically self-certifying that the information that you're providing is true. You're giving them information. So is your business 51% minority or veteran owned? It's 100% owned by me. I'm a minority, so the answer would be yes. Was the gross revenue for your business April 1st, 2019 to September 30th? What was the gross? And so is that on, what does this say? That's not, is that the number on the tax document?
No, you would have to go back and figure out those funds because that is April, May, June, July, August, September. That's 6 months.
6 months. Okay, so let's say in 2019, pre-pandemic, I was doing really, really well, right? And let's say I made $40,000 just doing my side music business. So for 6 months, I'm going to put Q2 and Q3 conceivably would be about $20,000. I'm just going to estimate. And then the pandemic hit. So 6 months between April 1st and September 30th, we were shut down. We were sheltered in place. Most of the churches were closed during this time. And so it's very possible that your income could have been zero. And a lot of people's income was actually nothing because due to the nature of their industry, they were closed. So I'm just going to put zero there. And then it asks some simple questions. Are you in need of business advising or technical assistance? We can all use that. Is your business currently in need of a loan? I know a lot of people don't want to get loans. You just want grants. But if you need the money to keep your business afloat, you got to figure out how to leverage those loans and make them work for you. So I'm just going to put yes. During 2020 or 21, has your business received any COVID-related emergency funding? So that is a yes or no question. Only you know that answer. For the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to put no. I'm going to click submit and see what happens. So if you are for profit and this application is correct, please continue with the following. Please confirm that the information provided is correct and you would like to submit your application by typing yes or selecting yes from the drop down. You used to have to type yes. If you want to edit or complete your application later, then select no. I want to go ahead and submit because I want to see if I did this right. So I'm clicking yes. I'm hitting continue. Let's see what happens. Oh, so it takes me back and it highlights some areas. The purpose of the grant. I don't remember filling that out. Do you remember me filling that out, Lena?
No.
All right. So I'm going to say payroll because I missed out on a lot of money. So now it brings up this box that shows you how much you're actually eligible for. I was hoping it would expand, but it didn't. Okay, so if you made between $1,000 and $100,000, you're eligible for $5,000. If you made between $100,001 to $1,000,000, you're eligible for $15,000. If you made between $1,001 and $2.5 million, then you're eligible for $25,000. So when it asks you amount requested, I'm going to put that I'm eligible for 5,000 because I made at least $1,000 last year. Annual gross receipts should match your tax return. So that is going to be on your Schedule C. I believe it's line 1. We're just going to make up a number. I'm going to say for 20,000, it was $40,000, which we had discussed earlier. Will this grant create new jobs? No, because I'm a sole proprietor. I'm the only one. Number of full-time employees in 2020. I just do this part-time. It's just a little side gig. So I have no full-time employees, but I am the only part-time employee because it's just me. Number of jobs created in 2020 is going to be 0. Number of jobs retained in 2020 would be 1, and that would be just me. So, website. I just put none. I was supposed to put none.com. So there's little nuances like that you have to remember, that you have to fill out and make sure that you don't forget. I don't know how we missed a whole section, but I'm glad we did, because now it takes us back and shows you how to do it. So let's see what happens. I'm going to click submit. I'm going to select yes. I'm going to hit continue. And it's thinking yes. So success. Our application is submitted. So when you get to this point, you will receive an email that has your username and password to the portal. What you will need to do is log in, and it'll give you everything you need to log in. When you get to that point, it's going to ask you to upload your documents. I used a fake email, so it's not going to really let me into the site. But I'm glad that we got here, because now once we get to this point, what you need is your application certification, which I will show you where you can get that. Give me 2 seconds here. Stop my share. But you'll need your application certification. You will need your 2019 tax return. You will need your
ID,
government issued ID. What else do you need?
That's it up front. Unless you're
that you were in business in 2019.
Yeah, like a business license. You can use that.
So here is where you can find the application certification. So I'm sharing my screen, and right here where it says required documentation to apply on the right-hand side, I don't know if you can see, there is my mouse. So this is where you can download the application certification. It's the first option. It says download form here. And it does tell you what you need: your government issued ID, your 2019 tax return, and one of the following: articles of incorporation, certificate of organization, fictitious name of registration, or government issued business license. And then you will have to verify your bank information. You are not going to hear back from Lendistry if you were selected the next day. This grant process is administered by lottery, not by first come, first serve. So if you are expecting to hear back, don't expect that. It's going to be a while. I know that they are still processing round 7 and round 8. Round 9 closes on September 30th. So don't panic. Another tip that I would like to give: if you've applied for the California Relief Grant and you haven't heard anything, and you applied in round 1 or round 2, you can reapply. Just use a different email address. That will get you, that'll bypass, because if you put in your email address that you used originally, it'll say we already have an application for you. So if you want to reapply, use a different email address, and that should get you in there. Now, of course, you can only get the grant one time. You're not going to get it twice. So, and they do check. If you are a sole proprietor and you're not required to have a business license, upload your 2018 tax document that has a Schedule C that shows that you were doing that work in 2018. That should work. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. Lena, do you have anything you want to add?
Just apply.
Yes.
Apply. Just apply. Let them tell you no. If you're a gig worker, if you sold, guys, $1,000 for your business. If you did Uber, if you did Instacart, if you sold on eBay, Etsy, and you have a Schedule C at least, apply.
Yes. If you have any questions, you can reach us at www.bsba-ca.org, or you can call us at 916-573-0677. If we don't answer the phone, it's not because we don't want to talk to you. We actually have a bunch of different types of projects going on right now, but we will call you back. We will call you back. Myself or Lena will definitely call you back. And if you have any other questions or need any more additional information, this is how to reach us, and we look forward to serving you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to sit with us, and have a great day.